Hello everyone, welcome to Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. I'm here to solve a classic Sudoku called The Mole created by SudokuExplorer. I've taken this classic from the Logic Masters Germany portal, and actually there are two versions of this classic. I've taken the harder version. The easier version, I will add the link in the description of the video. Almost everything is same in the easier version except that only one given, this 6 right here, is transferred to this cell in the easier version. So in the harder version, it's just shifted one position to the left. So let's start the Sudoku now. Classic rules apply. Each row, each column, and 3x3 box in the grid has digits from 1 to 9 without any repetitions. And by the way, we were really happy that we got 100 new subscribers in record time. This shows us that you really enjoy what we do, so that motivates us to keep producing videos. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. If you really enjoy what we do, please show us your love, subscribe to the channel and like the videos. So let's start the Sudoku now. Okay, so I've solved this classic already, so there is a really interesting trick which is worth showing in a video. So I'm going to take you through the exact solve path. So in case you tried and got stuck, please stay tuned. So 1 3 in row 5 and 1 3 in column 2. So that gives me a pair of 1 3 in these two cells, and which means that 2 is not here. So that gives a corner 2 here and a corner 2 here. And similarly, if you look at column 5, there is a 1 2, and also in row 2 there is a 1 2, so which again gives you a 1 2 pair here, and because of which 3 is now forced into a pointing pair, and that forces 3 into these two cells, but you have a 3 here, so clearly this becomes a 3 now. So I'm not sure how to change the colors here, meaning the color of the digits that you write. So I haven't explored much, so I pattern if the digits we write also are in the same color as the givens, so please bear with us. 3 in columns 7 and 9, so that gives a 3 in these two cells. What next? Okay, so there is a 4 7 pair here and a 4 7 pair here, so that gives a 4 7 pair here. And by the way, to talk a bit about the author, the SudokuExplorer, all his creations on Logic Masters Germany have been absolutely enjoyed by the solvers. All his Sudokus, majority of his Sudokus are rated 95 plus. So you can see why his ratings are, why his Sudokus are rated really well. The Sudoku already has a really nice path. You can see 2 pairs, and now we have found the 3rd pair. Okay, 1 isn't in row 7, 1 isn't in column 2, so that gives a corner of 1s here, which gives a corner of 1s here. And also, if you notice in column 1, there is another beautiful thing. So 1 2 3 cannot be in these 3 cells, and even this cell cannot take 1 2 and 3, so which exactly leaves you 3 cells for the 1 2 3 in that column, right? So again, a beautiful step. So this will be 2 3 and this will be 1 and 2, so you form a 1 2 3 triplet in here, and you have a 4 7 here, so which again gives you a pair. Really nice classic, guys, really nice construction. Okay, 7, we get our first digit now, forced into this cell, and 8 isn't in row 8, 8 isn't in column 6, so 8 goes in one of these two cells, which gives 8 in one of these two cells. And 7 in rows 4 and 6 forces 7 here, and 6 is forced into these two cells now. Let's use a corner. Okay. I missed one more pair here. 1 2 is not in these 3 cells, and 1 and 2 is not here, so which means we get another 1 2 pair. That's really nice. And now if you look at the 9, 9 is not into these two cells, so 9 goes into these two cells, and you don't have 9 here, so which means 9 gives you a pointing pair. Excellent. So let's think here what to do next. Beautiful. 2 3 cannot be in these two cells, and 2 3 cannot be in these two cells. Look how beautiful this Sudoku is, guys. Using this kind of pivot logic, there are lots of pairs we have forced into the grid. Excellent. Okay, we have got a 2 3 pair, and 9 is staring down at this column, which means 9 goes into these two cells, but you already have a 6 in here, so that becomes a 6 9 pair. Excellent. Which means this will be a 4 8 pair, and these along this column should be 5 6 and 9. This will be a 6 9, 5 6 9, and 5 6 and 9. Let me remove this corner now, and the left out cells are 3 4 in that box, which again become a pair, 3 4 and 3 4. And now that you have a 3 4 here, this cell is not a 4 anymore, that's a 7, that's a 4, and 7 gives you a 7 here now. And that, if you trace the 7s, 7 goes into these two cells. All follows like really smoothly up until this point. If you keep solving, you should not have any problem, but the real problem comes a bit after some time. 1 6 9, 2 3 7. So look at this cell. This is not a 5, this is not a 9, has to be a 5, and this has to be a 4 8 pair for the row. You have a 4 here, so that is 8, that is 4, and 8 is not here, so 8 has only one cell left in that box. 8 goes here. Now let's think. Okay, these two cells can be written in. There must be a 2 9 pair for the box. And look at that column, 2 4 9 1 3 8. So which means we'll need 5 6 and 7 here. This is not a 7. Okay, so 4 8 and 5 6 and 7. So we'll need 1 2 3 and 9. This becomes 1 and 9 because you have 3 here and a 2 here, and this will be 3 and 9. Okay. This 5 looks at this cell, so that's a 9, and which means we'll have 5 6 pair here, and this 5 is looking at this cell, so that's a 6, that's a 5, and that 6 there gives me a 9. This 5 here forces the 5 here. Before that, let me change this to 5 6. Okay, so 5 is forced here. This is 6. Okay, and now these three cells, 3 4 5 7 and 1 and 2, so I'll need 6 8 9 in that box. Let's force 6 8 9 there. 9 is not here, and 6 is not here, so this is a 6 8 9. Let's remove the corners. Okay, so if you look along this column, now this is the major area that is left out in the grid, right? Many digits to be placed here. Look at this cell. This cannot be 3 5 6. It cannot be 2 4 8 and 9. So only possibilities are 1 and 7, but 1 is also here. So this is a naked single. So it becomes a 7. And that means this is not a 7. So 7 gets forced here. Okay. And now you have 3 5 6 7 here and a 1 and 9 here. So which means these two cells are going to be 2 4 and 8. So what is this pencil mark doing here? Let's remove the corner. Okay, 2 4 and 8. And so you have a pointing pair of 1s here. So this is going to be it's going to be anything except 1 2 4 7 8 9. So this will be 3 5 and 6. Okay, okay, look at these two cells, 2 3 6 and 7 and 1 and 9, which means these must be a 4 5 and 8. Okay, so you will keep on doing this stuff, I mean writing pencil marks, until you reach a point where you have to really think I think we have reached that point already. So let me just reconfirm once. So, okay. Okay, not quite there yet. Let's write some more pencil marks. One, one. Okay, this cell can't be 2, 3, 6, and 7, or a 4 or a 5. So this is going to be a 1, 8, and 9. I have a 5 here, right? I should have removed this. So that in turn gives me a 4, 8 pair, which means this cell is not 8. That's 1 and 9. So I think we have reached the point. This was the pencil mark that I remember making last before going into a before going into a long think. So at this point, if you'd like to pause the video, so I will give you a small clue. This is a chain that I found. Perhaps you'll find something better at this point. So if you'd like to pause the video for a second or two, if you'd like to pause the video for how much ever you prefer, you can pause and try to find the continuation. I will pause myself for 3 seconds here. Okay, so the continuation which I found at this point starts from here. So let's go along this direction now. I'm going to use corners to show you how I found the logic. If you have a 2 here, so you can see that there are so many pencil marks by-value candidates in the grid. So I was looking for a meaningful way to combine them all. So let's say you have a 2 here. Now in row 1, 2 gets forced here. And this becomes a 4, 8 pair, right? And the moment you do that, where does the 1 go in this column? Now 1 is forced into this cell. So I think up until this point, it's just easy to visualize. And now comes the difficult, or rather the clinching blow. The moment you force 1 here, this becomes a 9. Now you have a 2, 9, which is looking at this cell. Wow. A chain involving 4 to 5 steps that you needed to see ahead. But I couldn't find anything else simple. So if someone else found something much better than this, please share in the comments. So this is the logic I found. And once I found this, Sudoku really went to completion. A 2 here forces a 2 here, forcing a 1 in that column here, forcing a 9 here. So ultimately you get 9 here and 2 here, and that will, ruin the Sudoku. So clearly this is not a 2. So that's a 3. That's a 2. So now you will see that we can harvest all the pencil marks that we made. Just write simply whatever, So 3 here gives 1 here, gives 3 here, gives 9 here, gives 1 here, a 2 here, a 3 here, and that 2 removes the 2 from this cell. So that's a 4, 8. And now if you look along column 7, there's exactly 1 cell left for the 2. 2 is not in box 3, 2 is not in box 6. 2 goes here. So we're almost there, right? So 3 here gives 4, 3. Okay, and 1 here forces this pointing pair into its place. That's a 1. And now if you look along this column, where does the 3 go? Look along the row, sorry. So 3 is forced into this cell. Okay. Yeah, 1 here gives me a 9 here. And 9 here gives me a 2 here. 9 here. So I could actually use extended unique rectangle to finish off the Sudoku here. Not extended unique rectangle, it's actually a unique rectangle. So you can see that these two cells contain 4, 8 pair. You already have a 4, 8 here. Now if I remove the 5 from this cell, so this forms a unique pattern which you can't resolve. Now Sudoku works on the principle that it always has a unique solution. So if I remove the 5 from this cell, there is no way you can resolve this pair at the end of your solve or even in the middle. So clearly you can write 5 here. So, but let's not do that. So 4, 8, 1, 2, 3, 7, and 9. So 5 and 6. 5 is going here, so that's a 6. And the reason I said that let's not do that is not because I'm not sure about it, but because this is a leisure solve and we are looking to find the logic here. That is kind of a shortcut you can use in competitions. 2, 4, 7, 8, 1 and 3. So I'll need 5, 6 and 9 along the column. You have 6 here. That gives you a 6 here, a 9 here. And I'll need 5, 9 here. So this is 9. So that's a 5, that's a 9. And the cells left out are 4 and 8. Oops, sorry. 4, 8. 4, 8. And now I have a 4, 8 pair. So which means this will be a 5, 6 pair. And now if you look on box 9, 4 doesn't go into this column. So 4 goes here, which puts 8 here, which puts 4 here, which puts 8 here. Okay, so 8 and 9 in this column gives me a 6 in this cell, which gives an 8 in this cell, which gives a 9 in this cell. And 8 here gives a 4 here. And now you have seen that what we deduced comes true, has to be a 5. So that's a 4, that's 8. Now I need 1 and 8, so 1 goes here, 8 goes here, 5 goes here, and 6 goes here. Let's check it out. Yes, it says you did it, everything looks correct, great job. And I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Yeah, you guys can't see that message. If you click the tick icon on the right of your screen when you solve from this link, if the solution is right, you'll get the result that you did it and everything looks correct. So this was a wonderful Sudoku, I would say. The main deduction, if you ask me, were finding the chain, because all the pairs that you found in the start of the grid are all basic steps. Of course, it's not that easy to, but once you found this chain, the Sudoku really takes you to completion. So if you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like and a comment under the video. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.